Hey there, spooky friends. Adam here, introducing us on this wonderful Wednesday evening. So, the show is going to be pretty much the same as always, with one unique exception. So, we're going to eat, because we haven't eaten all day. It's been a very long day. We have food in front of us that will not be good by the time we're done. So, we're going to hang out with you and chill and talk, and then we'll kick off the show.
I figured we could start the show. One of us could read a story, and then during the breaks in between, we'll eat stuff.
I would prefer to just finish our food and then just get
through I'm not going to be able to finish this by the time we start, or it'll take
How about you
forever.
just eat, and then we'll start when she's done? I think that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. We don't need to complicate this any more than we have to. I'm going to do some shout-outs for folks while I'm eating as well. Shout out to Bunny. She was the first one to get here. She got here really early, actually, about an hour early. Stated she might miss the stream. Just want to say hello. She needs to be taking herself to the hospital, so we hope everything's okay with Bunny.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. That's terrifying.
It is, indeed. Shout out to I'm Western Aaron Laura and Liz Tree, IMB Trainer Nefcore, Tiny Dancer Nation, Lady M, and others, and Glitchgrim, who have joined us as well. It was fun to watch the battles occur prior to the show kicking off. So welcome. I promise you, this won't be as gross as I think it will be. So let's hope it's not.
Today's been a long day. So we had an electrician come out at 7 in the morning, which, if you know me, is too early in the morning.
It's
and then, he was here for a little while. Then I had to get ready, get to school, because I had class in the morning. And then after class, I had to go to work. And then work changed the schedule, so now everybody leaves 30 minutes later. And so I didn't leave work until 5, and it takes me an hour, usually, to get home. And then I picked up dinner on the way home.
There was one exception to Robin's drive home as well.
Oh, yes, a semi flipped over in the middle of the freeway. So, even less time.
There was quite a delay. So I will say, Jay over there on YouTube was the first person to speak from YouTube. Said, so I am right now scared because there's something in the house and I'm the only one here and I'm hearing walking noises. Call the police.
Yep.
That's what you should do in that situation. They will send someone out there to make sure you do not have an intruder or home invasion.
They'll just check for you. Even if there isn't anybody there, they will at least check for you. Yeah, so it's been a crazy day. It's been quite odd. Just how much stuff happened today. So
shout out to Captain Fake Eye, who's also here.
Very, very, very rush. Very, very hungry. Yeah. Fuck.
So to put things on the record here, Robin and I were waiting for the electrician to arrive. He was a bit late, which we were thankful for because we were very tired. And I told her, why don't you just hang out in the bedroom and keep the dogs chill? And then I'll go ahead and take care of this guy. So she did. So that worked out pretty well. Plus,
but I couldn't go back to sleep because the dogs are noisy.
The electrician got everything done we wanted him to. It's really nice. So that's cool. He might have to come back for some other stuff in the future. But it was very nice to have someone come out who was diligent, good at his job, quick. I was able to start work early because he was doing his thing and he was just getting shit taken care of, which I sincerely appreciated. And I got to clock out a little bit early, but at the same time...
Smell this.
She does that with her fingers all the time, too. I don't know why.
Ew, shut up.
It just smells like ice to me.
It's straight up soju and coconut water.
That's how Robin makes drinks, and she thinks she's going to beat me in the upcoming bartending competition stream the second week of August, which we are able to do because of all the wonderful folks who donated. I need to give a shout-out to Valley Grills, because last episode, Elizabeth Tree bought a mug, a headphones mug. We gave Elizabeth Tree a shout-out. I think we shifted into marbles, and at that time, Valley Grills purchased a rainbow mug, and it didn't pop up after we shifted over the screen. The message from 7 days ago says, now I have a mug to cozy up with under my Scaryish blanket.
Aww.
Scary movie night is a go. So thank you so much, Valley Grills. We appreciate that. It's very wonderful.
Cute.
Let's give some shout-outs to folks.
I think I'm ready to read.
Are you?
I can read my first time.
Well, I don't want you to read while I'm eating, because this microphone will pick it up. So let me just power through the rest of my stuff, and then I'll do some of these notifications. So if you're done, you're ready to read, then here we go. You talk, you say hi, and then I'll eat. I'll just keep talking because you're chewing.
Where's the usually the words are over here.
It's just because that one thing's up there. Chat is right there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Lady M says, water company hit a gas line, which led to an explosion. Sadly, 1 died, and at least 6 people were taken to the hospital. That's fucking terrifying.
Wow.
Jesus. Elizabeth Tree says, 2 semi-trucks crashed into each other on a freeway here yesterday, and 1 caught on fire and burned to a crisp. Luckily, the semi wasn't on fire, but it took like 3 trucks to try and lift it. It was nuts. It was like 2 cranes trying to lift this thing, and then another truck. It was really weird. All right. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, Elizabeth Tree says, my mug is my new favorite wine glass. Thank you. Almost says, I was just listening to the Patreon content of Adam swallowing a fly, and here we are with Adam eating again.
That was rough. That was really gross. Thank you for reminding me of that.
All right. Where's the mouse? Give me the mouse.
There you go. Scroll up. We missed some stuff. Also, one thing that happened today, the car wouldn't start. So.
Oh, yeah. This morning, oh my God. I get into our car, and it wouldn't turn over. It wouldn't click. It wouldn't do anything. I'm like, well, fuck. So I head right back inside. I'm like, I'm going to take the other car.
So I got in, and I was like, the dome light's on, but it's dim, so I need to get this thing to turn over. I cranked it, turned over. And I was like, I have to go to AutoZone right now and get a battery. So I did. That's taken care of. But we're on the road tomorrow.
Yes, we're going to California tomorrow. So
a little nervous.
And we still have to pack. I still have to prep all my con shit. I don't even know if I've packed all the pins I need to pack to sell there. I don't even know. I'm not prepared. I still have those that sticker book has to go into the suitcase too. I'm not prepared. This shit's a mess. I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome to behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy day. I'm tired. I did drink a lot of coffee, so that's good. I should be all right.
I'd say that's pretty evident at this point.
I don't know if I'm jacked because I drank a bunch of coffee today, or if I'm just like the adrenaline of I don't have time to do anything. I did sleep in my eyeliner last night because we went to dinner last night, and I did sleep in my eyeliner. So this morning I woke up, just redrew it in, like just I don't know if any other girls out there do that, where you just wake up and you just touch it up, because you're just like, it's very hard to make them even. So it's just like, just touch it up, fix it a little bit, and just go on with your day, because I do not have the energy. So luckily I didn't have to stress about, do I look like shit today for the stream?
She looked great.
My hair's a little greasy.
She woke up looking like the sexiest little raccoon I've ever woken up next to.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Let's see.
I am done, so I can read a story.
Oh, you want to read?
You have to do like the actual intro though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let me get a drink of water.
Cal Alexi over there on YouTube says, "Hey cousin, checking you out live today." It's funny because you have another cousin here.
I do. What up, Lexi? Thank you for joining me. Us. I'm here with her. Sorry about that.
Let's see. Chunkster says, Robin, my friend Claudia is going to have a table at Artist Alley for the first time in August. Any tips? Yeah, Nefcore is like, I do that with my eyeliner too. Okay, so tips for Artist Alley table. We luckily have the most amazing friends that we table with, and they definitely take so much stress off of the idea of doing a table. Really what it is, I think, is important is practice your setup before you go. So you practice your setup of what you're going to have before you go. Always bring tape. Always bring tape. Always bring Sharpies. Always bring scissors. Tape, scissors, Sharpies. Zip ties are never bad to bring. She should just have like an emergency kit, because you never know what's going to happen.
Suggestions for me.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
When it comes to like the retail side of things, what I would say is, I can't tell if I adjust that to make it better or worse. Greet people when they walk up to your booth. I think it's very common for people to be shy and just not say anything and be like, yeah, just they can come up, they can look if they want something to leave. We did that for a few, and then when we started using our retail experience, just saying like hello, people say hi back, and then they look at your stuff for a little bit longer, and I think your sales started going through the roof as soon as you started greeting people. Robin's very good at being personable, so it just doesn't hurt just saying
That's
hi.
what happens when you work at GameStop
you say hi,
and a
you make
hotel
friends.
for a long time.
Sometimes you realize they're actually someone else from the convention, that they have a booth somewhere, and you chat it up, and then you start making contacts that way.
Oh.
I think just saying hi is like one of the simplest things you can do, and it has a major impact. Excuse me. Okay,
We're going to
first.
get into the actual intro of the episode, though.
It was fun to hang out with y'all. We're going to shift into professional mode really fast. So let's take it back to the intro screen. We're going to come back in.
Why?
Because it's funny. And Robin's going to give the intro like normal. Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? We're going to pretend like these last 12 minutes didn't happen. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the mics are still on, though. You're going to hear us still. Okay. Now here's the song.
You're really going to play the song again?
Yes.
What the?
Why are you talking over the song?
Dude. We watched Scooby-Doo the other day.
We're going live. Curtains on.
Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast. I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And today we have 4 stories, homegrown horrors, that we're going to share with you folks. Adam, why don't you tell us what a homegrown horror is? Enlighten us.
A homegrown horror are the wonderful stories that have been sent in from the listeners and the viewers, and they are supernatural, spiritual, coincidental, true crime, sometimes extraterrestrial, sometimes stalker-related in nature, and that's happened to you, your friends, your family that have been sent to us, and we have been told, go ahead and share that. I will say, we already got one regarding a stalker, and the previous episode was regarding some stories from my cousin Yolanda, and one of her stories was about a stalker, so it was nice to see someone felt empowered to say, hey, I've been creeped on too, and here's what happened. If you have a story like that, Robin, where can folks typically send them?
I like creeping on you. Sorry.
You're creeping on me right now with this weird hand on my shoulder for some reason.
If you have stories and you want to send them to us, feel free to email us, storytime@scaryish.com. You can also go to our website, which happens to be scaryish.com. And if you fill out the contact us form on there, I think just ask for your email. You can title it, things like that, and it gets emailed to us that way. And it's really nice to actually hear from you folks and know that there are a lot of experiences that are shared throughout the spooky community, the Spooky Friends community. Indeed.
So we look forward to hearing from you, and if you would like to send one in, please do, and we will read it if you are okay with that. We also get people that reach out to us and say, hey, this is just for you guys. I don't want this to be read on the show, but I just want to talk to someone about it. Those are okay too, so feel empowered to do that as well. But as for these 4, they have been agreed upon to be read on the show. So I'm going to be starting out. This first one's subject is funny story for the podcast. So it starts out like this. Hi, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello.
That's us.
It's Ulrika's Anna's mom again with another story. Shout out to you for emailing us again.
Also, shout out to spooky moms out there.
All spooky moms out there. Shout out to Ulri for letting your mom know about the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. We love all of you.
Yeah, we do love all of you.
The story continues. You can use this on the podcast. I just finished listening to episode 167. Laughed so much. Now that I know someone's mom listened to this, I'm like, did I swear? Like, what did I do on that episode?
Like a bajillion times an episode, so.
And I'm at work, so everyone is looking at me like I'm losing my mind. The story about the haunted cat butthole LMAO.
Oh, yeah.
That was you, not me.
Yep.
I have a funny story where I scared the crap out of my little sister and thought I would send it in. First of all, let me say that I was 6 years older than my little sister, so she always looked to me to, quote unquote, protect her from monsters. We shared a bedroom that had a very big closet. Every night, she would not let me go to sleep until I checked the closet for monsters.
It's really cute.
So one night, I think I was about 12 and she was 6. I decided to pull a fast one on her. I opened the door and screamed and pretended to be dragged into the closet.
Oh my God.
I was hanging onto the door jamb and yelling, "Run! Save yourself!" She screamed so loud and terrifying that my dad came running up the stairs in his underwear to, quote, save us. Oh my God, I was in so much trouble, but so worth it. It is a story that is still told in our family today. Love you guys. Spooky moms rule. Take care and keep up the great work, Cindy.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay,
it's so funny.
If it was your kid, would you yell at them or would you laugh your ass off and be like, high five?
So honestly, I've always had this idea in mind that the best strategy in this case is to be like, come with me, like all angry. And then like you go into the hallway and then you just laugh. Like you just can't help it. Like, don't pick on her. Okay, it's fucking hilarious. I get that. It's like, but don't do that in the future. And then you'd like walk her back into the room and be like, and now there you go. Set you straight.
I feel like laughing at something like that though, like encouraging it just a little bit is like leads to one of those kids that do that one joke where they put the mirror under the bed and they say like, there's this ugly monster under the bed, and you look under the bed and there's a mirror. It's like, oh, it's you.
There will be retribution. I will say, as the youngest sibling, had that happened to me and my parents came in and they all laughed at me, it would have been a traumatizing moment. So I am curious how your dad reacted to it, though. So
oh yeah.
Either way, some parenting advice is probably not best taken from me since I have zero kids.
No kids.
But
we have furry babies.
I think that's how I would
Are they
handle.
called fur babies? I don't know.
It's fur babies. We don't call them that, though. I think that's how I would handle that situation. But either way, thank you so much, Cindy, for sending that in. We appreciate you. All right, let's go over to stream chat.
All right, I'm gonna.
Like we haven't done that at all so far this show. So tonight I'm going to be drinking a Leinenkugel's Berry Weiss, representing the Leinenkugel's brand.
Did we get a redemption at all?
I love. We got a few things that we still need to go over, which are
cool.
All the notifications that have happened so far for the show. So let's scroll to the very back. Winter Soldier redeemed a high 5 4 days ago. I think that was during the BioShock stream, but I can't remember doing it, so we'll redeem it just in case. I Am Beef Trainer resubscribed for the 15th month, said, woo, looking forward to tonight's episode and quote-unquote seeing the Spooky Fam. Tiny Dancer Nation resubscribed for the 11th month and said, woo. I Am What's for Dinner redeemed for the resubscribed for the 19th month and said, is that pasta for pasta time? I had a poke bowl, actually. We both have poke bowls.
Yeah, we have poke bowls.
I got rice. She got greens and rice, so I always have them soak whatever sauce I use, which is wasabi yuzu, because it burns your tongue in a wonderful way. And I have them put it on my fish and then on my rice, and it's just so freaking good. I tried to power it down as fast as I could, but I was just like, all right, we can either be really late for the show or just come on, talk to folks, eat, and then we'll get going. And I think it worked out better.
I was just
way.
like, welcome to our mukbang.
Yeah. Shout out to
hungry.
Default Mimi, who just, and it's Memy, so I have to say Mimi, which is how I used to say meme because I'm an old person. Unless it's Default Meme Y for following us over there on
like
Twitch.
Default Meme. Why?
That's what I just said, but whatever.
It's different inflection.
Also, shout out to Venus Bow, Elizabeth Tree, Captain Fake Eye Chunkster, and Glitch for all redeeming a drink. That is 5 drink redemptions. There are 6 allowed per show, and 5 of them have already showed up. I'm just drinking beer. Robin's drinking the hard liquor, and she's going to have 2
I don't
stories to
think
get
soju is
through.
necessarily hard liquor.
I mean, it's like vodka light, I guess.
Yeah, it's like maybe 12 or 15%.
I mean, we say that, and then Robin drinks a bunch of it every show, and then she gets all silly. So I think it's hard liquor-ish.
Because sometimes I put half the bottle in there. Sometimes I don't.
Shout out to I'm What's for Dinner for redeeming the 6th and final drink of the night.
I'm What's for Dinner says, by the way, I learned to make whipped cream. That's freaking awesome.
Do you take cream and whip it?
And whip it real good? Oh, is it whip it good?
It's whip it good.
Okay. Let's see. Maya says, over on YouTube says, my car battery was dead and had a bald tire. I was super stressed out about it the other day.
My dad's battery died the other day too. It's been
that's when I knew our battery was gonna go, because you said that, and I was like, yep, that it's now our
cars around the same time.
Our batteries are gonna go.
You got tires in the brain.
Yeah, I did get tires in the brain. Brittany says, girl, I've done the day 2 smoky eye after sleeping in makeup too. Maya says, I used to do that with full makeup though.
MQI says, I got stuck behind a train this morning, but like the last 2 inches of the train that wouldn't get off the track and the blocker things wouldn't come up. Way to start the day, LOL. Living in the Midwest, I understand that feeling. I used to have to cross 5 train tracks to get to work, so it was possible that I could catch 5 freaking trains, and sometimes you get that train that just starts slowing down, and you're like, please clear the gate before this thing comes to a stop, or else I have to turn around and go a different way and maybe catch another train. It's the worst feeling.
When I lived in Texas, we only had 1 train track between us and school. And sometimes it would be like super late for school already, and then the train would come and you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah. The one nice thing I had going for me when I started driving is that between my house and my high school, there was no train tracks. My first job, once I moved out, after high school, was really far away, and it was like 27 streetlights and 5 train tracks. It was awful. When I started attending university, there was, I think, only 2 sets of train tracks, and most of the time, I did not get caught by those. When I did, it was a nightmare, and I was late, though. Captain Fake Guy says, I forced my robot slave, a.k.a. my stand mixer, to make my whipped cream for me. That's hilarious. Scrolling, Tiny Dancer Nation says, there's a spider on my couch and I'm too comfortable and exhausted to move or do something about it.
No.
Now we're both watching the stream.
Nope.
Shout out to Tiny Dancer Nation Spider. Make sure you kill those flies.
No, I can't. If there's a spider on that couch, I'm not sitting there being like, okay, yeah, whatever, because that thing is plotting its way into my ear.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, hey, are you paying rent? Get the fuck out. Like, this is my TV. IMB Trainer says, just curious, how many people want to bake sweets when it's too hot to do so and bake anyway? Do you find it worth the aftermath and the extra heat worth it? I have the urge every summer to have chili. It is something about the summer that makes me think chili.
It's part of barbecue.
And it's like, it's one of the hottest fucking things you can make. Because first you like make the meats. Sometimes you put it in like the oven. Sometimes you make it on the stove. Sometimes you like slow cook it. And then you have to like put everything together in a giant pot. But it's totally worth it. I never regret it at all.
For some reason in my head, I was trying to think of what is the hottest material in the world to make. What is the hottest?
A robin. Because she's so hot. Jessica over there in Facebook says, I really need to stop being a lazy shiz and sending my stories.
Please do.
Please do. We love getting stories from you folks. It keeps story times going. I'm going to scroll some
I Want
more.
Some Dinner says Dirty Joke of the Week. Fe is the chemical, what is it called? I don't know. Symbol for iron. And the word male is man. So a female is an Iron Man. I have been having sex with Iron Man.
Good work.
What the fuck?
Congratulations.
Also, I think Pepper Potts' suit looks sick as fuck.
I like the color scheme on it.
I do like the color scheme on it.
Her suit is called Rescue, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you are absolutely right about that.
Snark says, hey y'all, what up Snark? Thank you for joining us. Also, Captain Fake Eye, I would have had that episode to you last night, but the Snark was like, Adam, you and Robin are coming to fucking dinner with me and Larry, and we're going to have a blast. So we did.
You scheduled it last week.
I don't recall that.
You're so stupid.
It's the Snark's fault. I told him I was blaming him on the way out of the restaurant. All right. Keep scrolling. I'm What's Dinner says, I do miss watching Robin jump and scream when the alert for someone following Scaryish. She can still hear it. We just don't have it loud. We had complaints in reviews on iTunes about the unprofessional nature of our show because of stuff like that.
Like people were like, all they care about is donations and like money and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, we're just interacting with our people.
We included it so that people would get credit.
So if you notice, if you go back to older episodes that have been reread, it's very weird because the audio is better in the reread than it is in the OG.
We did rereads for about 10 episodes when we here's the thing. We didn't have a mountain of complaints. We had one. But it bothered us enough that someone thought we were like gold digging pieces of shit and we weren't taking people's stories seriously, that we thought if anyone that sent us a story at any point has thought that, we have failed them. So we went back, went through every episode since we had started streaming and listened to see if there was any sort of instance where we thought it was interrupting.
Yep, I just sat on the couch, listened to the podcast, wrote down timestamps for every time there was an interruption, and we just re-recorded all of it.
The hardest part was finding the stories. I was like, all right, I have 1,000 stories in a folder to go through.
But we used to print them. So we used to print them, so we had the print ones too.
So we are... maybe far too sensitive to some negative reviews and critiques, but we do take stuff that's constructive seriously. When the reviews stopped being constructive, we stopped reading them.
Yeah, I stopped reading them.
I check our overall rating pretty frequently, and it's still a 5. And I'm like, all right, we're doing something right. So.
All right. I'm Beef Train says, I wish I wasn't allergic to spiders, but alas, it's so bad that nothing arachnid, which includes ticks, can't touch me without me breaking out. With hives where they are or anything of them, like their webs, have been on my skin. That sucks.
I can only imagine getting caught in a web and then breaking out into hives. That sounds like
911 girl says, I'm on my lunch break. Woo!
What up, 911 girl?
Emanon says, get this next week. Oh, get this. Next week, I go from Toronto, Pennsylvania to Indianapolis, Indiana for a delivery of a sail bike. That's pretty sweet. That is a long drive, but that's pretty fucking cool. Chunkster says, is Spooky Cousin in the same room as you guys? No, downstairs. But she is downstairs.
I thought about trying to incorporate her in some way, and I was like, it's her vacation.
It is her vacation.
She doesn't need to be working for us on her vacation.
Chunkster says, in Virginia, you can't buy soju in a grocery store. It has to be bought at a big store with the hard liquors. What?
It's a lot of weird things depending on what state you're in.
Really?
In Indiana, for my entire life in Indiana, you can't buy liquor on a Sunday. You want liquor? Go to Michigan. Go to Illinois. It's the only way. If you want liquor or beer, any type of alcohol, all the alcohol stores were shut down. And then they changed it after I moved. And I think you can buy it, but only up until 5 or something like that. Look, my friend was complaining about it during D&D. He's like, I really hate this state because he just wanted to go get a case of beer after building a barn in his spare time by himself for like 12 hours a day. He's like, I just want a beer. I can't get it. The state sucks. And I was just like, I live in Nevada. It's like
Yeah,
you
I
walk
forget-
outside and someone hands you a complimentary beer.
Yeah, I forget what state. I don't know if it was Hawaii or Texas, where it was like
Perishables.
where they would block off the aisle. They would block the aisles off at a certain time of night, and you couldn't buy any booze. And then you go to Smith's down here, and it's like, it's always open. What's up?
I mean, it's mostly based off of things that people have voted for. They've decided as a majority of a population, they want this law in the books. It sucks when those laws aren't reviewed for like 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
My uncle told me about some weird ones from Texas where you like weren't allowed to buy perishable items on Sundays. And it's like, there was always this thing, like, depending on what you were making for Sunday dinner, it wouldn't turn out the way you wanted it. Because if you forgot that you didn't have an ingredient, in a lot of cases, you were just fucked. And they wound up getting rid of it. But he talked about, like, growing up, he always remembered, like, Sunday was basically, like, chef special. Like, what do we have in the house? Like, I know we said we were going to make this. We're not making it now. And I was just like, I don't get it. Like, why?
We live in a city where I can go to the Korean market and walk out with like 10 bottles of soju and just have it rattling in the cart and no one judges you.
Everyone judges you.
I hope no one judges me. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Wow.
I What's Her says every season is chili season. Nice.
Heck
nice,
yeah.
Nice. Lizzie B over on Facebook says, hello, beautiful people. Hello.
Hello, Lizzie B. Thank you for joining us. MQI says, LOL, damn trains. Robin, that was me this morning. Cussed a lot. It's hilarious.
It's just, I hate when you're already late and you're like, I need to get there as soon as freaking possible. And you're stuck by an effing train or traffic or an overturned semi.
It's a weird day, man.
It is a weird day.
I had like this talk with my boss where we were talking about like really serious stuff. My one-on-ones are usually really chill. And I was just like, it's been a weird day.
The Snark says, I did ply him, meaning you, with sushi and pork belly.
The pork belly was the best it's ever been. It was so stinking good. We hadn't been in that restaurant in 2 years since pre-COVID.
Yep.
It was nice to go. MQI says, my kitty's name is Pepper Potts.
Aw, that's cute. Captain Fake Eye says, no worries about the episode.
She says that, but she's really like,
she's inside, she's like, I need this for my patrons, you fucking dickhead.
Are you serious right now, Adam?
That's how I feel right now. Oh
yeah, I should let you know, Captain Fake Guy, that as soon as your one shot was done, the one that Glitch played in, he immediately messaged me and he's like, I cannot wait to hear your one shot because Captain Fake Guy is an amazing DM.
Yep, 100%. So. But we are awful role players.
52DZ, I thought I did a wonderful job. 52DZ says, hey.
We just went in the most ridiculous roundabout way, you know, to get to the end.
I mean, I think we did it so that it makes sense as, like, I don't know, a listening vehicle. I think if we would have been like, oh, we guessed the killer right away, it would have been like, oh, that was boring.
Lizzie B over on Facebook says, you can buy liquor on a Sunday from noon to 8.
Noon to 8. Okay, 8 p.m. is the cutoff. That's just nuts.
That's weird.
All right, gonna keep scrolling. Captain Vegas says, no alcohol during church time, I guess. That must be it. I mean,
now it's changed to no alcohol until 1 p.m. So after 1 p.m., you can buy alcohol. That's got to be something with, like, everybody go to church in the morning,
right.
And then after that, you do whatever you want.
In Vegas, the churches are like, who wants a shot? Not really. I haven't been to church in Vegas.
Are there churches? Yeah, there are churches out here.
Churches in Vegas. We used to go to them.
We do?
When we played Pokemon Go, because they had the
best
stuff. Mm-hmm. I got reminded on Facebook, like, of a post Robin posted where it's like, Adam, I just took over this church. And I was like, that sounds really weird the way you said that. It sounds like we're holding hostages.
What kind of church was it, too? It was like some weird church.
I think it might have been
I guess it's not weird. It's a church that wasn't
oddly
a Christian church.
Structured, whatever, building. All right.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a way to, like, verb architect.
Captain Fake Eye says, I want soju now. Dude, soju is so effing good. And I keep reading these manhwa because our friends read them a lot and they got me into them. And so many of them that I'm reading now are just like, they're all drinking soju, having fried chicken. I'm like, fuck yeah, this sounds so good. All right, it's your turn to read.
It is not. I started and you haven't read a thing. So it is your turn to read.
It's my turn to read.
Mark it. See, I should just put stuff on me. Have you had your drinks? You're supposed to have had 6 drinks. I've had 2. That I can remember.
Let's get riggedy wrecked. I might be. I got too much like adrenaline or something from not having time and just rushing all day.
Sometimes when you have a busy day, you forget you're tired. And then that moment you remember you're tired, you're like, oh yeah, I'm tired. Oh, fuck. And then you just feel like your body getting heavier and heavier. And then you sink to hell. It's always the worst.
Sink to hell. I thought this was hell.
It's going to be hot like hell if we don't get going. So
Why?
Because this room gets really hot.
Oh.
Lizzie B says, it sucks when you are partying on Saturday night. You have to get the alcohol before midnight. I do remember the cutoff back in the day. I think there was a time where Walmart would sell it till like 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We go get in like a dirty 30 of old style at like 12:55 or some shit. We'd already be drunk and the least drunk person would drive, and it was not safe times, and I'm glad they're behind me. So good stuff.
All right. All right, so I'm going to get into my first story of the episode. The subject of this email was another condo story. It does come from our spooky friend who shared the stories about that haunted condo before. And
was that the same email that had the dead body elevator ride?
Yeah, I think so.
That was fucked up.
If somebody forced me to ride in an elevator with a dead body,
I'd
like that,
probably quit.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. All right, it goes. That was me at work yesterday. I felt so bad. Because I hate that when people do that. So
she hates it when I do it. If I clear my throat more than twice, she's like, are you serious right now?
Can you shut the fuck up?
She's really mean about it.
So it goes. Elderly friend, old condos, part 2. I totally expected Adam to just be like, do.
I was going to. Then I was like, we've barely made a dent in this story.
Okay.
I'll stop making comments on it.
It goes, hello, spooky friends. John from Texas again with another story from my time working at an old condo. How you enjoyed the scary night, thanks to room 401? Well, here's another one. I assume it's like, how did you enjoy that scary night?
Or hope you enjoyed,
Hope
maybe?
you. No, I don't know. We'll find out. All right. So in my last story, I said I had a new partner. Well, that's because a lot of guards didn't want to work there at night. I had a new partner probably every 2 weeks. You must be freaking brave to just stick out with it. Stick it out? I don't know. Okay.
Can you just...
Well, one time I had this really young kid who'd never worked a night shift before. So again, our routine was one guard would sit in the guard shack for an hour while the other patrolled. Well, the condo had 13 floors. Yes, 13. Plus, a large lobby area that had multiple sets of couches and recliners scattered around.
I wonder if it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 12, and then 12 to 14. Or if they actually had a 13th floor.
Yeah, maybe. So around midnight, my new partner set off on his patrol, only he didn't return. I radioed for him after the hour was up, but he wouldn't answer. After a few tries, I scanned the cameras that monitored a few locations around the lobby, but still couldn't find him. I let the second hour pass, then tried him again. Still nothing. When the close was...
Hang on. Go ahead.
Gross.
It's the beer. You guys make me take 6 drinks at once, and you expect me not to burp? It smells like cucumbers.
Fucking gross. I can't with you right now. When the coast was clear, I ran through the parking garage, past the entrance doors, and reached the balcony where I had a bird's eye view down into the lobby. Well, sure as hell, there was my new partner, sound asleep on a couch. I began to click the radio, which made a loud screech on my end. Still nothing. Before giving up and returning to the shack, I heard the radio click and heard him say, yeah? I looked back to see him still asleep. I began to shout, hey, wake the fuck up. Still with his eyes closed, I could see his fingers clicking the radio. I said, stop playing. Get your ass up. He began to move, and I had to run back to the shack because if any cars drove by without seeing security, they would complain. Around 10 minutes later, he walks back, moving like a zombie. I said, what the hell, man? He looked confused and said, dude, what the hell happened? I said, you fell asleep on the couch. He looked confused again and said, no way. I sat at that couch because I saw an older lady there smiling at me. I sat at the other end of the couch and began introducing myself. She was nice and told me I looked tired and maybe I should rest. I told her I couldn't because I was new and the condo manager would fire me. The old woman just shook her head and said, it's okay as long as I sit with you. She kept talking to me, but she started getting mad because you kept yelling on the radio and I kept telling you to chill out. Yeah, I can hear you. Stop being crazy. Well, I heard you yell at me and then she said she was leaving and next thing I know, I wake up in the dark seeing you run out. I said, dude, that's either a great excuse on why you fell asleep or hate to break it to you, but you probably met a past resident.
Plus he's saying, like, next thing I knew, I woke up. It's like, you fell asleep, my dude.
He looked scared and said, what the fuck you mean? I said, it's after midnight. Why would an elderly woman be awake sitting in the lobby alone? He said, please stop playing. Is this place haunted? I said, it's an old condo with even older residents. I wouldn't doubt it. He said he didn't believe me, but he was going to rewind the past hour cameras in the lobby to show me any signs of her. There were only 2 bodies that were seen within those hours, and that was his and mine. When I came back from my patrol, I noticed his backpack was gone and a note that said, I'm out. Peace. I fucking quit.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
I had a new partner the next night. I'm going to attach a pic of the exact location of the lobby in the story, plus a pic of the 401 condo balcony from the last story. I have one more story I'll save for next time. Nice. We can't wait for that next story.
The condo trilogy.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. That is literal video evidence that there's nobody there.
I'm going to activate my skeptical side right now.
Okay.
Robin's doing the 2-hand thing, so I'm going to do it too. I'm going to say that this guy made up a story because you caught him falling asleep. And because you were angry at him, he said, this is what happened. I think it is possible it was his dream and it freaked him out. However, I think when he's like, I'm going to go check the cameras, to me, what I heard as a store manager who has had people get caught on store camera doing shit, who knows that people sometimes try and erase the tapes, that he went to go check it to be like, how do I delete this shit? Because if anyone reviews it, I'm going to get fired. When he realized he couldn't, he quit. He just let them know, like, I quit. I don't want to be fired. And he bounced.
It could be.
That's me trying to make up a rational explanation for this haunted fucking condo that you work at. Because the other stories were terrifying. This one still is.
Would you rather be fired or quit without notice and just walk out of a job?
I mean, either look pretty bad. Fired for falling asleep on the job means you're probably not going to get hired at any other place that uses that place as a reference. Maybe. But
for me, I think it's worse to walk out of a job. Because to me, when I write that you quit or you're gone, that's a not rehirable.
Yeah. I think either way, if you're a security guard and you get caught sleeping on camera, I would mark him down as a non-rehirable.
Yeah, that's true.
But either way, really good story.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next installment. Thank you so much for sending that.
New partner stories.
Yes. The New Partner Chronicles of Condo 401. All right, so let's go over to stream chat. I say since we did our eating at the beginning of the show, we skip the commercial break and just move into the third one after we do some reading. How's that sound?
Sure, I don't care.
Robin says sure, she doesn't care, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. God damn it, dude.
I thought you said you were going to get a haircut today.
No, you don't listen to a fucking thing I say.
Oh,
so I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow because I had to go and swap out a battery on my lunch break today. My haircut was stolen from me by the stupid car. I'm still debating when I kind of want to just get it cut so I don't have like the...
You should shave it.
The mullet stuff in the back. Shave it?
No, like short, like to the sides here. Way shorter than this.
Well, obviously I want to go shorter. It's what a haircut is. I'm not going to go in there and come out with a ponytail. Like, just like World of Warcraft. I want to get rid of that. Yeah, grab that. I want to get rid of that 80s shit back there. Get it cropped really far down, but I kind of want to keep the same length on top. Just have her blended in. I signed up for a scissors-only haircut, too. They have that option available now. Yeah. So I was like, I hate it when they use the fucking clippers. Because when they use the clippers, it's like, they shave my... no one cares. But they take, like, if I say I want a 3 or 2, they make it like a 2 here, and then like a 2.5 up to my fucking part. And I don't want that. And I would just like a haircut that just sort of blends, like when you met me, when I had that super hot haircut, and I was super skinny and super fine. So
if they cut your haircut, you're going to look just like that again?
Yep. They do that. I'll have my washboard 6-pack abs back. It'll be great.
You've never had that since when I met you.
Shut up. Let me dream.
You've always been my little...
I had a little bit of a tiny little belly. I had like a little pooch when she met me. I was like lean 185, benching like 220, way more than I weighed. I was very, very fit. And now those two put together.
That's
not really. I'm less than that, but I definitely gained way too much weight since we've met. Okay, let's keep scrolling.
Me too.
I'm What's Here says, I worked on my 21st birthday and just figured I would pick up alcohol on my way home for a celebration. Turns out alcohol sales stopped when I got off work. That sucks. That really does. I tried to go to a bar on my 21st. I also worked. And when I got off work, it was 10:30 p.m. Went to the bar. The guy's like, your license is expired. I was like, I just turned 21 today. Like, I couldn't go because I had to work. And he's like, tough shit. And he handed me my license back, and he just didn't let me in. So I was like, I'll never fucking come here, ever.
Did you come back?
And like, I had like a group of 30 people with me. And because another one of my friends was having a birthday at midnight. Will you stop it, for the love of fucking God? And we went to a different town. We're like, fuck this town, fuck this bar. We're going to different places. We never went back. The place closed down eventually. I imagine it's because I did that. Fuck them. I'm going to keep moving. And of course, says I only buy alcohol after midnight when having friends over or going to parties, but not since COVID. We like to drink. LOL. That's hilarious. I'm going to keep scrolling.
We have a lot of booze. We don't drink a lot of booze.
The drinking we do is on air.
Is on air. Like, what you see us drink is what we drink.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And
we have like one good throwdown sesh a year where we get real fucked up. And it's a good time.
It's usually a wedding.
And I think that's pretty good. I will say there was that one year where we had 3 weddings in 60 days. And like my first wedding,
I did get fucked up
in
Mexico.
I got pretty drunk. Oh yeah, she got so drunk in Mexico.
Oh God.
I got pretty drunk at the first wedding. The second wedding, I got a little bit less drunk. I was the best man, so I had some responsibilities. And then that third wedding, I didn't stand up in it. And that's the drunkest I've been in like the decade. I was hammered. I was to the point where I was like, the next day I woke up and I was like, I am still incredibly drunk. And it just hits you really quickly when you're in your 30s. Like, this is about as fun as it used to be. Not the hangovers. The 2-day hangover is a real thing for anyone in their 20s. Like, just expect that. Elizabeth Tree says, liquor sales stop at 10 in Utah, and I don't drink beer, so I've never bought alcohol after 10. Then it doesn't bother you. You're not going to worry about it.
Yep.
Captain Vega says, looks like I can't even buy alcohol after midnight in Pennsylvania. Anyway, if not at a bar, you can't sell past 11 p.m. I wonder when it opens back up, too. Lots of stuff. Your hands are sweaty. It's gross.
Mom's spaghetti. Knees weak.
Much.
I forgot that word too. Captain Fake Eye says I can sleep anywhere.
You missed a spot.
Oh wait. I don't think I've ever been too tired I couldn't sleep. Then again, I could fall asleep standing up. I think I learned how to sleep anywhere in residency.
Nice.
Because you have to. You got to get sleep whenever you can, right?
I know. Every time I was in residency, I was like, yeah, same. Robin used to fall asleep with her eyes open, which is pretty terrifying.
When sometimes when I was a GameStop manager, you would go to conferences, and sometimes those conferences are the most boring shit you will ever sit through. You think that it's going to be great and it's fun because it's these different companies showing you their products, right? Like Ubisoft, Mad Cats, all those companies. They're showing you stuff that are going to come out, and when you're going all day to these things, you fall asleep. And I started falling asleep with my eyes open because it lasts the whole week. So it lasts the whole week. You're there and you're just watching these presentations, and you then after the presentations all day, you have to go out with your district, right? You have to hang out with your district even if you don't want to, because it's district bonding time. And so you just start falling asleep everywhere. Like, one of my coworkers came in one night at 6 a.m. because the conference was out here in Vegas one year. And we didn't live in Vegas. We flew out for the conference. And she would come in at 6 a.m. and I'm sleeping, but I'm sleeping with my fucking eyes open. So she's like, it was the scariest shit I've ever walked into.
I've told this story on the show before. It has since been probably like 160 episodes, maybe more. But my dad, man, when he was younger, he grew up in that haunted house. So then when he was like in his 20s, he got back from Vietnam and he's like, I'm going to fucking party finally. And so he did. And he had a friend whose girlfriend came one day, and they're all having a good time. They're not like super drunk or anything. And they're sitting there and she's acting really weird. He said it was like she was in a trance and she was talking to him. And the conversation was really weird. But like they're sitting there talking and like he was looking at his friend like, is she okay? Like, is she on something that I don't know about? Like, what's going on here? And then she just like blinked, like she woke up. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. She fell asleep with her eyes open and was like having a conversation in her sleep that was like super freaky. And my dad was like, I love you, but get the fuck out and never bring her back here.
God.
And he threw his friend out. They wound up getting married, and I don't think they've spoken since. So when he told me that story, I was like, got it. Don't fall asleep in front of my dad with my eyes open. Andrew over there on Facebook says, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Our listener says, I have fallen asleep standing up before. Unfortunately, I was in church at the time and ended up loudly falling back into the pew. Oh, my God.
Thankfully, the couple people near me knew I had a back injury and thought my back had given out.
Oh, nice. MQI says, man bun, do it, Adam. There's a tatted guy on Instagram that is hot. Man bun, just saying. There's 1,000,001 tatted man bun guys on Instagram.
Robin doesn't like my hair that long. I've had my hair that long before. It looked really good. But I'm going to go back to short.
You really think it's going to match your look right now?
Because I'm fat? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't. I'll look like that one guy from Lost.
What one guy? I've never seen it.
Well, there's a fat guy with long hair.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Nevcore says, don't like man buns.
I don't.
Roger. Captain Big Eye says, can confirm man bud and tats is def hot.
It was cute because last night we went to dinner and the Snarked, Larry, and my sister all had the same haircut. It was adorable.
That was
I loved it.
52DZ says, boring ass breakouts. Yup. 52DZ knows.
Yeah. Yep. I fucking hated them. But at the end of the conference, you did have a game like convention, so it was just like play all the video games you want, you know. That was great. There's
been some discussion about like sleep medication and things like that. Captain Fake, I said the commercials for meds are always ridiculous. They're always like side effects include dizziness, headache, cancer, death, haunting in the afterlife. It's true too. It's funny because it's true.
Lady M says, I've nearly fallen asleep while working my old factory job. I had a razor in my hand and that would not have been good.
That's funny.
Fucking crazy. Eminon says, Adam, if you do a man bun, I will personally fly to Vegas and chop it off. And then I'll take your man card and I'll give it back. I mean,
I promise you that will not go well for you.
Yeah.
And I will hang on to that man card. I could pull off a man bun, but I just don't want to feel like investing the time in growing out my hair. Especially because you have to go get like your ends clipped like once every 6 weeks.
It matches with certain people.
You know who can pull off a man bun is Jansen. He doesn't watch the show, but a buddy of mine had a man bun and like the most curly mustache you could ever see, and it just worked.
The Snark says Pidgeotto hair.
Pidgeotto. He was their hair with different lengths, so he was pointing like Pidgeotto, Pidgeot.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It's cute. All right, you want to read your next story?
Yeah, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and mark it.
For those of you just joining us, we do read Homegrown Horrors, which are tales of paranormal experiences or funny, coincidental, scary experiences that people in our community experience, and they email it to us. So if you folks have one and you're new to our show, feel free to email us, storytime@scaryish.com. Just thought I'd add that in there for people that are just joining.
Indeed. Shout out to Lady M for subscribing for the 14th month and said, woo! With a smiley face.
I'm almost done with my drink, dude.
That's why you're acting the way you are.
I poured a hat.
Yep, she sounds like she's almost done with her drink, right? I'm going to read my story now.
You do that, buddy.
I'm just waiting for you to set your stuff down so there's not noise in the background. Please stop. There's so few opportunities to start speaking without cars passing in the back, and Robin either directly or indirectly ruins all of them. So I just sit here and wait and like, okay, no more cars. I'm going to start. And Robin's like, I'm going to clip my toenails and sing at the same time.
I only clip my toenails in the bedroom.
She clips her actual nails, though. I had to play it for her so she could sound how horrible it sounded. The auditory hellscape she was creating for our listeners that I had to like locate and take out so people wouldn't hear like, because it was so bad.
I thought that was my fingers cracking.
No, you do that as well, though. But all right, I'm gonna mark it. I'm actually gonna get into my next story now. So the next story we have here, subject is feel free to share super creepy dream, and it starts out like this. Hello, Adam's mama, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. And my mom says, hello, as she eats her bucket of fish heads.
Why? Okay, where did the bucket of fish heads come from?
I explain this every time I say it. It came from Simpsons, one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes, where Bart has an evil twin, and they feed him a bucket of fish heads once a week.
Gotcha.
All right. I've been listening to Scaryish for a few months now, and I love your podcast. Thank you very much. But also, fuck you, Adam, for that super creepy story from your dad. Come to the basement, randomly pops in my head and gives me full body chills every time.
The fact that you added the sound in there like that is terrifying.
Yeah, pretty good.
That episode is very good.
Tossed in some production, and I don't think I mentioned it to Robin that I was going to do it, and then I played it after the fact when people started mentioning the whispering, And I was just like, I just felt like having people be scared like my dad was growing up. The email continues, just kidding, but not really. Anyways, I go to work around 4:30 a.m., so it's still super dark outside, and I am the only car on my side of the parking lot. My job is in a shopping strip center that shares a parking lot with a Burlington, Planet Fitness, and a few other businesses, so the lot is quite large. I've never seen a Burlington coat factory that wasn't huge. So I literally immediately pictured the biggest mall from back home because it's the one that had Burlington in it. So
Okay.
I can see this in my mind's eye right now. I had a nightmare one night that I needed to go out to my car for something, and for some reason my car was parked much further than I actually park. It was still super dark outside, and as I walked, I got the feeling that something was behind me. When I turned to look, I saw a person walking perfectly in sync with my steps. This person had only one feature to them, perfectly round eyes staring right at me. The eyes were bright white, and I could easily see them through the darkness, but no other features. The rest of the person was completely black with a black hood on, but I couldn't even see features of clothing or anything like that. As I stopped, so did it, and I could only think to myself, run. But as soon as I thought that, so did the other person. It started sprinting towards me, and as I turned to run, I realized I could only move in slow motion. I get the slow motion thing in my dreams too, and it's
Really?
awful. Yeah.
I never do
I get
that.
slow motion where everything else is moving fast, and it's like I'm moving in slow motion. And I also get I can't lift my head. So I'll be running from something, and all of a sudden, like, I can't lift my head, so I can't see shit, and I'm, like, using my hands to try and, like, find my way through.
Do you think it's because you're sleeping in bed and you're laying like this
Probably.
and you can't move your head any further back?
Probably. It probably has to do with some sort of environmental factor from the real world.
This reminds me of that one, I think it's a Reese's
The
Pieces.
elevator?
Yes, the thing
Yeah.
with the elevator where the girl walks out, there's a guy standing there. And she moves, he moves, and when...
I think it's a guy that walks out and the girl's standing there. Because she says, help me. But she can't turn around to look at him. Their movements are perfectly mirrored.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl.
It doesn't matter. But it's like at a certain point, they swap places and the other person becomes the one that says, help me, for the next person that gets to that level in the elevator.
It's a really good horror short.
Yeah, it's a very good horror short.
So Robin's saying you
good.
ripped this off. So.
No, but it's reminiscent.
All right, I will continue. So it started running, and as soon as you started running, you were in slow motion. I tried to run towards the road, to the parking lot across the street. Some mornings when I go into work, there is a Camp Gladiator class going on. So I guess in my dream, I figured if I can get close enough, they could see and help me. I remember hearing their music from class and trying to scream, but no sound would come out. I could hear the dark figure's footsteps getting closer, and then suddenly it caught up. It lifted me straight up in the air with its hands, holding me under my arms. It kind of sounds romantic. As if I was weightless. I became completely frozen and unable to fight back.
You just gotta let it go.
I woke up out of breath, I hate you, in a sweat and terrified. The creepiest part wasn't even the dream, but the fact that I could feel the pressure of that figure's fingers under my arms in the same spot it was holding me in the dream. I laid still for what felt like 10 minutes, trying to catch my breath and for the pressure to go away. I have no explanation for what else could have caused that pressure under my arms as I was laying on my back. Just spitballing here.
Swollen
maybe some
lymph nodes.
bizarre, weird cramps. Maybe swollen lymph nodes. I don't know.
Adam had weird swollen lymph nodes on his face the other day.
I feel like this is when we look back. I didn't
was
want to mention
terrifying.
this because I don't want people to freak out. I just had one lymph node that I woke up from a nap, and it was like a golf ball. It was hard as a rock, and then it went away. I feel like I must have slept on it weird, and it like inflamed. I don't want to talk about this anymore because I
Are
don't
you
want
giving
Robin.
yourself anxiety?
No, I just know you're gonna be like, you have cancer, because that's what Robin says about every time I get sick or any symptom.
Tumors don't go away like
I
that.
hate you so much. I didn't say it was a tumor. Lymph nodes get swollen for a lot of things that your body's fighting
Cancer
off.
one of them?
I know, because you made me look up the symptoms after I woke up with a swollen lymph node, and yes, cancer is one of them. All right, let's keep going. Let's pay attention to this email that this person was wonderful enough to send us. They were still feeling this pressure. I have no explanation for what else could have caused the pressure under my arms as I was laying on my back. The image of that figure's eyes has stuck with me ever since and gives me the creeps every morning as I walk a little faster going into work. I'm still about halfway through the 2019 episodes and can only think, oh man, they have no idea what's coming ever since I listened to the plague episodes y'all covered. Keep on creeping on. Peace.
Thank you so much for sending that into us. Yeah,
We really didn't know it was coming, did we?
Sometimes our minds and our bodies do strange things where you're sleeping and you're feeling something in your dream. And because you're about to wake up, you know, your body does something. And so if you think you feel something in your dream, your body might register that because you're waking up, that you're feeling it in real life. Like when I kick something or something when I wake up, or I punch something. Sometimes your body does weird things. Like Adam always twitches in his sleep.
It's when I'm falling asleep. Yeah, I twitch pretty hard because I'm like trying to fight the sleep for some reason.
Yeah.
But okay, I was going to say two things. One was a joke that sometimes the actions at the end of your dream carry real life consequences because they cross over into the real world. For instance, when Robin punches me in the face at the end of her dream, she's punching something, but when she wakes up, she punches me. Or the times when I'm arguing with someone in my dream, don't steal my shit, and I wake up, I'm like, fuck you, because I'm like so angry. I have talked so much shit about how Robin has punched me and kicked me and elbowed me. The last time I brought this up, few hours later, I was going to bed and I was running from something in my sleep. And I woke up and I full on 100% power kicked Robin's ankles. I was just like, boom! I was like, oh, I am so sorry. And she's like,
sleeping, so I was like, what the fuck?
It was so funny. I was like, that's never happened to me before. I didn't realize that was something that could happen to me. It's because I talked all that shit. I swear to God. It finally turned the tables, and I felt really, really bad.
I wasn't going to bring that up. I didn't even remember
I
that
thought that's
happened.
what you were going to say. I was like, don't steal it. I'll confess to it.
I was thinking about Freddy vs. Jason. Or that movie. Is it Freddy vs. Jason? The one that's like...
There's a movie called Freddy vs. Jason.
Freddy X Jason? Is that what it is?
I mean, there's...
I don't fucking know. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
There's no movie Freddy X Jason and Freddy vs. Jason. There's one movie, and I don't know what the infographic was for it.
It doesn't matter. What matters is, isn't it like in that movie, they bring Freddy into their world.
That's the whole thing of Freddy. You can bring him out.
Yeah. So, and that's what I just thought of just now when you said, like, sometimes you bring stuff from your dream world out. And
sometimes the actions from the end of your dreams carry with it real life consequences.
Because what if that thing was gripping onto you and you woke up and you bring it out to the actual real world? That's fucking terrifying.
Indeed. But thank you so much for sending that in. I'm not sure if we already said that or not, but I figured I'd toss it out there one more time. All right, let's
Thank
look over.
you so much, Oxygen no Kairi, for resubscribing. Being subscribed for 15 months.
That is
Dang.
Excellent.
Oh, what is the other stuff from that movie?
What movie?
Wayne's World.
There's a lot of stuff from that movie.
The...
My favorite is when he learns Cantonese to tell her she's pretty.
Cute.
He learns certain parts of Cantonese, and he just keeps yelling them randomly because he's like trying to make it stick. Radio Man 33 says, "Good evening, Robin and Adam,
Good evening.
and everyone."
Lizzie B says, my hubby has long hair. He won't even let me see what it would look like with a man bun. That's fucking funny. Who's Jeff Foxworthy?
He's an old comedian that was like pretty popular in the 90s.
Oh.
He was the host of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader when it started too.
Let's see.
Lizzie B, I
already read that one. Captain Fake Guy said something. There's a weight loss drug that causes violent diarrhea.
I think Robin's taken it before.
No, I haven't. That one just makes me not eat.
There's something. There's like a tea. I thought she was gonna realize it was a joke.
There's a tea. There's a tea. My mom made me drink once. I don't know where she got it. I drank it once. It was fuck awful. Okay, the tea was good. It tasted fine.
Stop shaking the fucking candles.
The tea was fine. It was at 3 or 4 in the morning where it was not fine. I woke up. My stomach hurt so bad. It was like knives getting jabbed into my guts. I started sweating. It was awful. I was on the toilet. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking miserable. Oh my God. And it was just like violent shits. And it was so hot. I ended up being like naked in the bathroom. I just kept peeling clothes off because I was like, this is painful. I'm sweating. I'm going to die. This is how I fucking die. That fucking tea is going to kill me. And I'm just like in there and it was awful, man.
Yes, this video will be the first on Robin's now
my
announced OnlyFans.
It was awful. I do not recommend those teas, dude. It was bad. It was so bad.
Captain Vega says, LOL, Orlistat makes it so you can't absorb the fat in the food you eat. So if you eat a ton of fat, it just comes out.
All right, hook me up with some of that.
It is so gross. Captain Fake Guy says, fun fact, Viagra started off to be a blood pressure medication. I knew that, actually. Except people started noticing a very interesting side effect. If you watch the movie Love and Other Drugs, they are salesmen. They're pharmaceutical salesmen. And it's during the time when Viagra is invented. And they mention, like, oh, man, they thought they were going to make this medication. And they had all these old men come in that have high blood pressure. And they're just sitting there with massive raging boners. And they realized, I think we accidentally created a cure for impotency.
There was a commercial. I don't remember what year it came out in, but it was like for Fiat or something. And this guy in Italy or whatever is about to have sex with his girlfriend. He has a pill he's about to take. The pill falls out of his hand out the window, jumps down the road, right? Hops down this stone pathway road thing, lands in the gas tank of a Fiat or one of those cars. And that car, like, grows in size. And that's how they introduce, like, a bigger version of that vehicle. I was like, funny. What the fuck kind of commercial am I watching right now? Shaking. I'll do what I fucking want, bitch.
Yeah, and it's really annoying. And it's terrible production value. Annoying. And also, you barely ever center yourself. You never check. You just shake the fucking camera, and you sit like this, and you read your stories.
Yep.
The worst co-host, I swear. I love you.
Get a new one. I fucking dare you.
Oh, Akasuna says, I don't fucking dare me. Akasuna says, hi, oh my god, it's been too long. I miss you guys.
Hello, it's been like freaking a year and a half, 2 years maybe?
I don't know if it's
Has it been that long?
I mean, they've resubscribed for the 14th month. I don't know if they could have subscribed for that many months and missed that much time.
I don't know.
We've been doing this for a
Geeky Gorgeous says, Freddie X Jason sounds like an American K-pop band.
That's totally true, too.
Let's see.
IMB Trin says, we just have an engagement at church at 5 p.m., but still... we need a Spooky Fam meetup. Oh, they're talking about Spooky Fam meetup in Pennsylvania.
Nice.
That they've been trying to plan for a while. Lizzie B says there was one that gave you anal leakage.
Gross.
I'm What's Here says Robin not knowing who Jeff Foxworthy is just hurts so bad. I know a lot of folks who didn't know who Jeff Foxworthy is. Growing up in the Midwest, you think like everyone knows the things I know, and then you move and they're like, "Who's that?" It's like, are you fucking serious right now?
I was here says that Adam calls him some old comedian. Just made me feel even older.
Have you seen Jeff Foxworthy lately? He's like almost all gray, and he hasn't had like a stand-up bit in forever.
Elizabeth Tree says, "Oh man, that sounds horrible. It was horrible. Don't recommend it." Captain Fake Guy says, "Is this the ballerina diet tea?" It must have been some type of diet tea. I think it was in a green box. I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, that was awful.
Sunanook says, "I heard that'll make you stay on the toilet for like 2 days."
It's awful. And my mom was just like, "Yeah, try it."
Stop shaking. Just take your fucking elbows off the desk. Every movement shakes the fucking cameras. It's so annoying.
You're so annoying.
Don't do it. You have this super expensive chair with fucking cushy armrests. So? And you're picking like a desk that has a goddamn a glass top with a jagged edge.
I gotta lean into my mic.
You gotta lean into not fucking up the stream. I hate you.
Fuck you.
MQI says, "LOL, the story from Robin sounds like the night before colonoscopy. If you know, you know." LMAO.
I've never had one. Okay,
I have heard Ricky Gervais's bit about a colonoscopy and all the stuff that they make you drink prior to it.
That's the third or fourth time this week I've heard about colonoscopies. Nope, I'm holding it here.
Fucking desk. Geeky Gorgeous says that car commercial was a Super Bowl commercial. That's interesting. IMB Train says that tea sounds absolutely torturous. Did you lose weight though?
No.
Really? You shit that much and you didn't lose weight?
I only did it once.
My favorite things to do is to weigh myself before
How many times do you shit a day? It doesn't help you lose weight.
Minimum. Are you fucking kidding me?
It doesn't help? No.
You've never tried to make weight for like a weigh-in or something like that then? It's like you like wear a sweatsuit during the day and then you try and take a big crap right before you weigh in.
Shit in a mint.
Shit in a mint. Augustine says, one time my coworker's sister took the ballerina tea and she went to work. Let's say she had to go home early.
I can't even imagine if I had gone to work. The Snark says, "I've seen that video. Freddie XXX Jason."
Wow. Greasy says, "Y'all are hilarious. Thank you so much."
Get another host. I dare you.
This bitch.
Yeah. I don't know if it's called ballerina tea, man. It must be. It must be if both of you folks know what it is. But no, never again.
Captain Big Eye says, "I'm being pinned to the bed by my cat. She's going to drag you down into sweet, sweet unconsciousness."
Did you burp?
I did.
It smelled like vomit.
It tasted like it too. Lady M says, Jeff Foxworthy had a stand-up in 2016 with Larry the Cable Guy. It's not that long ago, Adam. That's why I don't know it.
That's 6 years ago.
That's 5 years ago.
It's almost the end of the year.
Jesus Christ. Kevin Vega says, LOL. Or, excuse me, no, there's no LOL there. I'm sorry. She did not laugh. Kevin Vega says, no, he's just loafing on my chest. Good.
Cute. Cats are cute. All right, my turn to read my last story.
Trunkster says, LOL, you guys are so mean to each other. It really threw my mom off when she moved in with us. She was like, I can't tell if they hate each other.
You know what Adam did to me today, okay?
Oh, this was an accident.
Uh-huh.
This was an accident.
He says it was an accident. But, like, he went to start the car, so he's sitting in the car.
This is the car that supposedly has a dead battery. So I get it started, making sure that it's going to stay on.
And I have to leave for school, so I'm trying to be romantic. I make him roll down the window to kiss him, right?
She tries to scare me. She smacks the fucking window and pins her face to it. So I'm like, I guess I'll roll it down.
And so he rolls down the window, and I put my head in there, you know.
She's like, ah.
No, that's not what I fucking did.
You did something like that. You triggered a reaction from me that I didn't control with my brain.
Oh my God.
But she had this much space to get her face in. She's like,
I put my head in there to kiss him, right? And then he fucking rolls the window up and like chokes me out with the freaking window.
I was like, oh, because it wasn't just that I rolled it up. It's that I flicked it. And it was the automatic roll all the way up. So I'm like, stop, cancel.
I was just like, oh my God, you stupid bitch.
And she's like yelling. I do this thing when she's yelling at me. She's like, you fucking say. I'm like, kiss me. Like, trying to be so pathetic. I'm like, kiss me. Love
but
you
your
still.
mom was still in the garage, and I'm just like, you fucking bitch. Like,
it was an accident. I totally didn't mean to do it. And as soon as I realized I had flicked it, I was like, oh, fuck. She's going to die. I just imagine, like, her face getting cut off, like, at the jaw, and just slouching down on the glass into my lap. And then, like, her body just falls backwards like a fatality.
Oh, my God. I thought I was
She was pretty
die.
fucking pissed. I was like, I'm so glad she's going to school, because now I don't have to get yelled at.
I texted him from school, and I was just like, my throat hurts, thanks. Like,
she's texting me, and I had already forgotten I did that. So I got a text message that just said, my throat hurts, thanks. And I'm like, we didn't do anything before she went to school. Did she mean this for someone else? What the fuck is this? So I sent a GIF of the guy who's like, and then I remembered, and I was like, oh, she's mad at me. So I was like, I guess that GIF still works. So I was like, I have no recollection of what you're talking about.
You dumb bitch. Okay.
It was a mistake. It's been a weird day. We've said that a million times. Let's read this last story, shall we?
Okay. All right. Okay, so last story of this episode is titled The Really Creepy House with a Cute Twist. This is from Q.
Q is watching right now.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, it goes.
Our Q is better than the other Q. I'm just saying.
That's because the other one is anon.
She's just way cuter. Yeah, I did that.
That
was a Robin joke.
You're not being cute right now. Fuck you.
That wasn't a pun. It literally has the letter Q sound in it. Let's just read.
So does cute. All right. It goes, hiya. Hello. Hiya.
Hello. Hiya.
This one should be short, finally. My experiences always end up so long in writing.
It's just because you're good at retelling it. That's all that means.
It means you're also like invested in the story.
And articulate.
Yeah. When I was little, there was a family that was really close with ours. We spent a lot of time at their house and on their farm. I've said it before, we don't always remember exactly what happened, but we remember the feeling it gave us, right? Right. Luckily, in this case, I remember both. I can recall the exact layout of this house. Anywho, it always gave me the creeps. Always. There's nothing scary about this house. The family was somewhat well off, so it was just a nice, big, clean house. Sometimes that's terrifying, though. Like, why is this house so big and clean?
It's too pristine. Doesn't make sense.
Where does the murder happen? But I remember being scared as hell to be in it or in any room alone. They're all murder rooms. Specifically, the front room. I remember a piano in there, and it just gave me the heebie-jeebies. I was sitting at it one time, just making noise by myself, and I got this overwhelming scared feeling and noped the fuck out. I just remember this feeling like someone was in the room with me. It was... If I was by myself... Wait, let me reread that whole sentence. I just remember this feeling like someone was in the room with me if I was all by myself, like a heavy air. I was pretty young, like 5 or 6. We even did the Ouija board one time at a Halloween party there, and it scared the crap out of me. By the way, Robin, they had a basement, and the kids that lived there had toys and whatnot in said basement. And I remember having to go down there with them. No, that damn basement was creepy as hell. Heebie-jeebies. What is that one movie on Netflix with Adam Sandler for the Halloween movie?
I don't know.
It's like Hooby Dooby or
Herbie
something.
Halloween or some shit like that.
All right. Fast forward years later, and the family bought another home and were getting ready to move. Well, although I never told anyone, it gave me the creeps. Told you so, bitches. Because they started to pack and would come back to unpacked boxes.
Oh, shit.
Fuck that. A whole box of dishes magically unpacked themselves back into the cupboard. Light switches would turn on and off, like the actual light switch, not the lights. Doors would close on their own. I think a handful of other things happened while they were trying to move. They say they never experienced anything paranormal until then, but I'm skeptical. The general thought was that whatever was there didn't want them to go. They had lived there for so long, the ghost or spirit just didn't want them to leave and was trying their best to reach out and ask them to stay. So maybe someone was just trying to hang out with me and keep me company when I was little and I was an ass to them. My bad, dog. Thanks for letting me send in another one and always indulging me. Love you guys. Thank you for being here for me in this season of my life. It just means a lot. Keep on creeping on. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I feel like it's somebody living within the walls.
Honestly, when I read that, I pictured the movie Casper. If
The Friendly Ghost?
If they couldn't see Casper. And he like falls in love with Christina Ricci. And he can't talk to her. And then she's going to move. And he's like, she can't go. And he's like unpacking the box while crying his ghost tears. So that was the sad story I wrote in my brain, in my mind's eye. I don't know about the rest of you.
For me, it's like there's someone that's squatting there, living within the walls, and
Robin goes dark,
and just is coming out and is like, "You're not leaving. They're like, I need you to feed me. I need you to stay here and keep doing what you're doing because I need it."
We're rewatching The Simpsons. I know this is a weird transition, but
Okay.
if Robin gets to do it with Buffy, I can do it with The Simpsons. The whole thing you're saying, like, I need you to feed me and take care of me. There's an episode of The Simpsons where they might split up, which they do like every 2 or 3 seasons. And Homer lives in the fucking treehouse for a little while. And like at the end of it, he goes into the house to like see if Marge will take him back, and she doesn't. So he goes to leave, and his shirt gets caught on like the corner of the coffee table. He's like, my tattered rags are caught on your coffee table.
My tattered
So she like undoes it and he starts to leave and he drops to his knees. He's like, I just figured out what I offer you that no one else can. Complete and utter dependence.
Oh my god.
And she's like, that's not a good thing. He's like, it's the best of things. Like, Marge, I've only been gone for 2 days and I already reek like a sailor. In a couple of hours, I'll be dead. And it's just so fucking funny. I love that show. Thank you for writing an email that reminded me of it. So
is that why you lived your life the way you do?
are you saying I live my life like Homer Simpson?
Total and utter dependence.
Do you think I'm totally and utterly dependent on you?
Don't you love me?
Don't touch me. Unbelievable. I'm not the one that just gets to sit. Are you saying that because I'm Asian? I'm saying that because like
that's racist.
I couldn't, maybe. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Marking it. There's no good transition for this. So I'm just going to add something in there and then just cut this shit out. Thank you so much for sending in that email. All right, let's play marbles. Everyone forget about Robin being mean. Let's hope there's no update,
I'm going to choke you out next time.
I don't want to turn the stream off. I'm going to be assaulted. Let me move over the chat window. Oh, this fucking keyboard's off. Let me move over the chat window so we can continue to read. Yolanda, who's over there on her real life account on Facebook, when we were telling the story about you getting choked out by the window, said, God,
scroll up.
Fucking damn it. This window is just like adjusted to not look correct. Said, how did I miss the whole window thing today? It was in the chaos of her leaving.
Yeah. She says, I would have died. Spooky Mom didn't see it either. She was in the fridge, I think. She was looking for a bicycle helmet. She was looking for a bicycle helmet. Yolanda had gone inside, and I was trying to just give you a kiss before I left for work, and you decided to choke me out instead.
Exclamation point vote, space, the number that corresponds to it. That's because usually when she gets choked, she says harder. So, just kidding.
You forgot the daddy.
Harder, daddy. All right, let's get those votes rolling in for what track we're going to race. I got to get my phone
I just have never had an instance where I actually went like,
I thought you were faking it. I thought you were just doing it to make me feel bad, because I was like, there's no way it hurt that bad.
You can eat my nuts. That hurt pretty bad.
Coming out. Where the heck is my app?
I'm looking for Twitch too. looking for Twitch in all the wrong places.
Did you all see that the Philippines won its first ever gold medal?
Get the fuck out. What sport?
Women's powerlifting, my favorite fucking event from watching the other day. When they confirmed it, the chick just burst into tears. It's just such a wonderful moment. I love the Olympics. I'm going to keep scrolling. There we go. That's our stuff. I have this wonderful face of being afraid of you in this freeze frame that you're not going to look up to. Whenever you tell Robin, like, hey, check this out. If it's a fleeting moment, she'll never see it. She waits 5 seconds to consider your request, and then she'll decide whether or not she's actually going to do anything about it within the next 2 or 3 minutes. So.
Oh my god, I got approved for Craftastic gift show at the Santa Fe station.
Vote. Oh, motherfudger. Talking about marbles and y'all can't even see it. Duh!
Yeah, they're just looking at our fucking faces, vote. Looking at our phone.
Then the number that corresponds with the track you would like to race. My phone suggested 29. Let's see what the phone knows. All right. Gonna scroll a little bit. Flights to Salt Lake City are only $70, says Elizabeth Tree. I'm not sure where you're flying from, but that still sounds like a pretty good deal. Glitch says one day they will come to Dallas. They have friends here. They can't stay away forever. We have friends and family there. Yeah. Glitch says, I feel the same way Robin powered through mine. LOL. Scrolling. They got this meetup idea for, do we need to meet up at a Chipotle?
I like Chipotle, all right.
MQI says, that house was creepy, though, for real. It always felt like someone was in the room. I literally got chills just now thinking about it. That is terrifying. Ghost Dunk says, sup, Scaryish. I just watched Chris Jericho get smashed in the face by a fluorescent light. He's a wrestler. By fluorescent light tubes by a guy whose blood I have personally touched.
Why did you touch someone's blood?
Probably because he was at a show sitting up close and the guy bled everywhere.
What the?
It's all wrestling. It's funny because I had a long talk about fluorescent lights with our electrician today, so that was fun. Glitch said, can't see marbles.
You know why Edward's eyes look darker in Twilight?
Shannon says, hey, spooky friends, just popping in to say hello. I hope you're all doing okay and staying safe and healthy.
Because in the movie, she's like, your eyes are lighter or whatever than usual, right? And he's like, it's the fluorescence, and just turns around and walks away. You don't remember that scene in Twilight?
No, I don't commit a lot of it to memory. I just realized I forgot to text Robin, how you liking the rain, girl? The other day it was raining. I don't get many opportunities to do that because it's a desert out here. Lots of votes coming in, which is nice to see. Laura Ann says, are we supposed to be seeing marbles right now? I get it. I fucked up. Okay. All right. 53 has the longest time to complete. Don't do that to us.
Adam, have you watched the new He-Man?
I have not. However, my mom told Chrissy the story, or told Yolanda the story the other day about where my name came from. And every now and then I wonder if I made it up. And then to hear it come from my mom's mouth, I'm like, nope, I'm named after fucking He-Man. It's just the way it is. So... all right, right now the track and lead is on thin ice. Not sure what number that is.
If you lost a little weight, you'd look just like He-Man.
Fuck you, dude. Stop talking about my weight. I don't want to hear another thing about my weight for the rest of the show.
You don't want to be like He-Man?
I swear to God, I will go to Chipotle, buy a burrito, and eat it.
We just ate dinner.
Yeah, but I Powerade it. It was not satisfying. All right. 29 only has one. Fuck you guys. I'm B-Trans, but Adam, the longer the track means more quality spooky fam time.
For everybody who's new to the stream, right now we're playing marbles on stream. It is something that we do with the spooky fam every Storytime, Pasta Time episode, and it's just something that we do so that we give you guys a little opportunity to win some free sticker stuff. Scaryish, I wrap it up and I mail it to you, and it's just a free thing that we do. You just choose a track, then you type !play to get a marble into the race. You don't actually control your balls, sorry. You
just hope that you win. Also, Ghost Dunk is On Thin Ice, the song from Block Party. I can't remember. I just remember that we used to go to parties for that one summer, and everyone would be like, it's so cold in this house. And I feel like that's the song, but
what song is that?
It's escaping me. I literally just said I think it's called On Thin Ice by Block Party.
Oh, what's Block Party?
It's a fucking band, Robin. Jesus Christ, context clues. ! Play.
Is it like New Kids on the Block?
So get your marble on stream. It is almost the exact opposite of New Kids on the Block. Are you gonna join?
Yeah.
Akasino no Kairi has the first badge. That's how long Akasino no Kairi's been watching us. They were one of our first subs. They subbed to us before the first badge was even given out by Twitch. So I just saw that pop up and I was like, dang, like they really have been around that long. And my stream is frozen.
That's a you problem.
I'm just hoping it didn't happen to everyone. since I'm the technical director of the
Oh, mine
shiz.
is fine.
Oh, cool. Thanks. That would have been great before. That sounds like a you problem.
That's why it's a you problem, because mine is fine.
I fucking hate you. No more soju for you. You and me on soju.
You should
Like I could ever fucking control anything Robin does.
Ghost Dunk says, like drinking poison, like eating glass. Is that the words of the song? How's it go?
Just like that. There's a part in the song that's like, we got honor on our arms, forever. I don't remember the fucking lyrics, obviously. I just had to check. Oh, like eating glass. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, we have 25 marbles so far joined up.
One girl says, going back to work on the off chance I win. Pass it on, please.
Absolutely. 45 seconds to join in by typing exclamation point play.
Ghost Dunk says the song is like eating ass.
Eating glass. You stupid asshole. All right. Gonna scooch these redemptions over here. Right there.
My sister. No. My sister is like the most innocent person. Like, she is not at all open with sexual things, but she went to a show thanks to the Snarked and his husband, and she absolutely enjoyed the show. But one of the songs in the show is about licking pussy and eating ass, and she said she sang along with that show. She got
lost in the song,
and I was just like, what?
You can get people to sing stuff as long as you put it to a funky beat. All right, the first person out of the gate is 52DZ, followed closely by Emanon A Meadows, right behind with the scriptery right there. This is kind of a weird, wonky track, so let's go ahead and just watch it from afar and not try and chase whoever is in first place. That's funny. Ghost Dunk says, Robin, you're thinking of the band Bussy Party and not Block Party.
What's Bussy Party?
It means boy pussy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
It's a new slang term.
Is it really?
For describing your ass.
Is it really?
Boy pussy, yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Who comes up with this?
I don't know. I don't know what half of this fucking slang is nowadays. I'm 36, so I just learn it. I did say the phrase, the song fucking slaps the other day, non-ironically, and I realized it has integrated into my diction.
What song was it?
It was something really fucking dumb that we were listening to. I remember the moment we turned off of Jones onto
Digger?
Cactus.
Was it
and I was just like, the song fucking slaps.
I think it was like Caravan Palace.
Oh, I think it was Caravan Palace.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Right now, Captain Fake Eye is in first place with Glitch Grim right behind. However, there's a track above, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. It looks like we've had a couple of people fall off the track, but not many. The nice thing about the bottom track is you get to avoid this silly, like, lotto ball wheel. Looks like Lady M got out of it already, though.
Glitch says, where have you been, Robin? That's been around since Filthy Frank. What is Filthy Frank?
Who's Filthy Frank? A Meadow says, I'm not racing this track anymore, and takes off. Glitch and Captain Fake Eye are on opposing sides of the track. Right now, Captain Fake Eye is in the lead. However, we'll figure out who's going to win this once they get out of this funnel.
You know what sounds really good? Looking at this map, I just want to eat a popsicle.
We have popsicles. We have...
Rocket Pop still?
Bomb Pops, I think is what they're called. Okay, looks like 911 Girl is going to take the victory because she's not here.
Wow, what are the odds?
But it does pass to I Am Beef Trainer. So congratulations, I Am Beef Trainer. You're going to collect prize.
Glitch says, what? I need to leave. This is the first race, actually, ASB Bunny. So if you want to join the second one, stick around. MQI says, I'm just so excited one of my stories was read. Absolutely. And I don't think this is the first one we've read either. Let's see.
No, they're saying they're answering first.
Oh, gotcha. A Meadow says, goodbye, cruel world, about falling off of the map. A lot of people made it. You know, this wasn't too bad, and not a lot of people died. There are some maps that we've done where it's like...
It's a bloodbath.
Murder.
And then there's those maps where no one falls off, and those are almost worse. Got 3 folks, scriptery. Oh, no. We have 2 folks now. Okay, it's just the scriptery now. Jesus Christ, go through the fucking funnel! Go!
Spit on it.
Blue wave is coming. It's 40 seconds out. Find the hole.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
Glitch says, Filthy Frank was back in the day on YouTube when you can kind of say whatever you wanted, and he was the edge lord. I suppose he's not for everyone, Robin. Do you know who Joji is? Nope. I know Joji from Naruto.
I know my friend's dog, Joji, named after Joji from Naruto. All right.
Really?
Yeah, 911 Girl goes up to 19
Wait,
points.
what friend is this?
It's the pug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 911 Girl goes up to 19 points on the season. IMB Trainer takes the win and the prize.
Captain Fake Eye says, find the hole. That's what she said.
Wow. IMB Trainer says, while I'm so excited for the prize, I want to give the prize to the one that finishes last if I can.
Lasty is the script read. She doesn't need it.
So I guess we'll go to Glitch.
I mean, unless you want it. You can let me know if you want it.
Script read gets whatever she wants. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just recap some of these points really fast. Yeah, it's the dogs. Please don't open that. Please don't open that. IMB Trainer goes up to 18. Robin Grace goes up to 16. Cursed Wolf up to 15. Lizzie B in the lead with 23. I'm only reading the double digits.
Glitch says, wait, there's a bug.
I'm What's for Dinner is at 15. I am also at 15.
It's your friends that do the rent bears, right?
The Snark, no. The Snark is at 10, and A Meadows is at 19, even though they did not finish. She was a graphic designer. She's currently a graphic designer for some company out in California, but I worked with her at Tesla. She's very, very nice. Her name is Esther. And when I worked with her at Tesla, she worked for Interconnections, which no one knows what that is but the Snarked. They basically are the ones that handle all the paperwork for you to send it to your utility, which is a pain in the ass. And then she moved to get a better job, which she did get. And I followed her on Instagram, and I realized that I pay most attention to her pug. So I followed her pug's Instagram.
Wow.
And the fucking pug is adorable.
Says pass on to Captain Fake Eye. A lot of passing.
Wait, are you guys just passing up? Okay, Captain Fake Eye, congratulations. It's so cold in this house. It's not. It's really fucking hot right now.
It's hot.
It's so hot in
Bongo
this
boogie.
room. All right, I voted for a number. It's not going to win. All of you guys want to vote for the longest fucking track, so I guess that's what we're probably going to do.
Beep boop ba-da. I have homework that's due tomorrow, so
I have to do editing. Editing.
Ghost Dunk says it's thematically appropriate. Which one? What's the Haunted Hills? Yeah.
Oh, I remember this one.
Oh yes, ASB Bunny. How is the hospital? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, good call.
The Snark says, "Ooh, interconnection sounds sexy." Doesn't it?
No, if you knew interconnections, it was not sexy.
La 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 la. La la la.
My mom texted me to say Yolanda and I are laughing our asses off. We didn't even see that happen. We must have been taking out the bikes. Yeah, it was during that. It was during that. She got what she deserved. All right, right now Haunted Hills is in the lead.
Because I will choke you out, bitch.
And I think I'll also be like harder. I just think that we're gonna race this one. Yeah, it has 9 votes. So good work. Democracy failed. Average time 4 minutes and 26 seconds to complete this. Record time 3 minutes and 36 seconds. I know I forgot to read the stats on the first one. On average, we do it in 4 minutes and 27 seconds. We are behind the 8 ball on this, folks. Aries 22 holds the record with 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's jump in there. Last race of the night. Snark says you basically need a degree in engineering and law to fill that stupid paperwork
for interconnection. Yeah.
It was just... The worst part was they would basically say, hey, here's a form, fill this out, send it back to us, and you would do it correct. And they would send it back and say, hey, we changed the form, do it again. And it's because utilities, when you're taking away their customers, don't really want to help you. So
ASB Bunny says, honestly, no clue, but most likely fine. Hopefully you're fine. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully everything gets figured out in due time.
Indeed.
Soon time. Fast time. Hopefully they figure it out.
All right, we only had 23 marbles this time. We did lose 911 Girl. I think we had 25 last time.
We did have 25.
So
That's probably the highest in a while.
One of y'all is watching and not participating. You need to type !play in the chat in Twitch right now, or else I'm going to be mad.
The Snark says, I will fight utility in a parking lot.
Utilities suck, especially Nevada Energy.
!play.
52DC says, it's me. I'm sorry. And then got in. I like that you apologized before you joined. That's so fucking funny. And Emanon too. Okay, so we're up to 25. So now we're at the same amount.
If you folks are new, !play, free opportunity to play Murmurs.
Greasy says, I learned how to submit for interconnections.
Oh,
and
wow.
they still let you go. They let us all go, those motherfuckers. I think actually the Snark got out. The Snarked was the one who was like, eat shit, I'm out.
That job I applied for at work, a lot of people are complaining.
That you applied?
No.
That they're getting
all
denied?
complaining that everyone's getting knocked out from minimum requirements.
That's pretty dumb, I will say.
Yeah. So
Right now, A Meadows is in the lead, but the lead on this track is weird because it's like your speed becomes regulated. There's a couple shortcuts. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see.
Oh my God, Glitch says, I'll send you some puppers so you can figure it out.
That's good.
That's a Letterkenny joke. If
Figured out.
you folks did not know.
Creasy said smart, Snark. I will say, though, I got laid off, and then Creasy lasted a lot longer than I did because he was just far more valuable.
Hey, you're valuable too.
It's very nice of you.
You're worth like $5.
Fuck you. But at least we got severance.
You know
when
what's
they let us go.
nuts is like $5 will barely buy you a Starbucks anymore.
That is nuts. I was thinking when you said $5, I was like, back in college, $5.02 was a number 2 from Taco Bell, a grilled stuffed chicken burrito, not with any of that XL bullshit they put on, or when they called it a power burrito or whatever. And the side was a little thing of nachos. You got a large drink. $5.02. That's what I used to spend my money on. It's a Taco Bell Pizza Hut combo right down the street from my classes. It's pretty tight.
I'm trying to think
It's been a
of
fun
what
trip down memory lane. I'm hungry again.
I'm trying to remember what we ate in college in Texas. But I feel like we just ate. Our goal was to eat at a different restaurant all the time. We always tried to eat something new.
It's a lot of different tracks right now. I don't know how that split happens. I think you just randomly get teleported. Right now, A Meadows seems to be way in the fucking lead.
The
We'll
Snark
see what happens,
says,
though.
y'all just get an espresso machine. We have one. We
do.
just don't use it. I use it.
Kind of use it.
I use the espresso machine to make matcha lattes. I just use it to heat up the milk.
It's true. I think that even though it seems they're really far ahead, A Meadows and IMB Trainer are going to be eliminated. I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time. 5-2 DC just fell off the track.
Amanda says, what the fuck am I doing? Captain Fake Eye says, this is so creepy.
Like when you enter in through this window, it's just like, you're dead now.
Yeah, I think that's messed up.
I fell off.
Glitch
All
said he bought
restart the
tickets
race.
to...
Letterkenny.
Yeah. I really want to go. It'll just be us, though, I feel like. Do we have friends that like Letterkenny?
I don't know if we have friends in Vegas that like Letterkenny.
I have coworkers that like Letterkenny.
Lady M has been eliminated. This track doesn't usually kill as many people, but I think we're getting a lot of casualties today. Laura and the scripter are like neck and neck. This is intense. They both couldn't fit through there at the same time.
I mean, again, just spit on it. Makes creepier if you whisper.
All right. I guess I'll do some more vamping since apparently the only thing Robin can say are creepy shit and whispers. Looks like the scriptery is in the lead with Lizzie B right behind. This is the Invisitrack, though. It's very hard to tell what's going to happen. I will say that right now, Laura Ann has taken over the lead because the door jam knocked them down. And Ares 22's Ghost Ball with the record is like right on top of Laura Ann's
Chunkster
as far as
says,
pacing goes.
Chunkster says, I'll get tickets soon. Glitch says, I mean, you can come to Dallas and ride with me. Man, I wish. The Snarked and Creasy are talking about if they've met at Tesla/Solar City before.
We all worked on the same team, that's for sure. I shall tell you off the air. Because I see that's what the Snark said. Most likely, I'm sure Adam will tell us off air. Indeed. Looks like
Hip, hip.
Cursed Wolf
Cheerio.
and Scripture are battling it out for
Oh,
first
look at
place
the
right now.
doggo!
It's pretty cute.
It's super cute. Is that supposed to be like that dog cosplayed as that Pokemon in Pokemon? There's that dog Pokemon that like you can have different haircuts for.
I don't know.
I
Looks
don't
like the
know.
Scriptery is going to take the victory. She went from last place to first place. Cursed
From
Wolf is
first to
second.
last.
Creasy is third. Ghost Dunk is fourth. Lizzie B is fifth. And we'll let the rest of the folks trickle in and hopefully not get eliminated by the blue wave of death. Creasy says, Adam won't tell me anything because he won't have lunch with me. We can have lunch.
You should do a whole lunch with like you, Jansen,
I agree.
the Snarked, Creasy.
That'd be really fun.
Do you have any other friends?
No. I mean, these guys aren't even my friends, just like they're nice enough to pretend they're my friends. Jansen's my friend. We're both outcasts. All right, the Scriptery takes home the victory. I don't know if you're going to want to collect that prize or pass it on to Cursed Wolf. I guess I'll leave this screen up here so I can keep in mind who got what.
Aw, Elizabeth Tree says the storm just knocked out my power.
I'll knock out that storm. Come say it to my face, Storm. I actually
You're like that guy who's like, there's a tornado. Let's all shoot our guns at.
I'm just like that guy. So, all right. Congratulations to the Scriptory and or Cursed Wolf if the Scriptory passes. Glitch says, wow, we need rain, but not that. Scriptory does pass. So congratulations, Cursed Wolf. Pick something, and we will get it to you at dinner, which we also need to schedule.
Yes, we do need to.
We have a lot of food meetups to put on the books. So, Lizzie B says, got thunderstorm and warnings tonight.
It was raining when I left work.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of hope we get more rain. But yes, this has been wonderful, good fun. Thank you all for humoring us, because we were very hungry when we started, and if we would have had to wait to eat until now, Robin gets really hangry, and I knew that the food would be gross, and I was like, this isn't going to work. Let's just fucking eat on the air. Stop fingering my hand. So, we do appreciate you understanding and sticking with us through that. It was a good time. So, I'm going to go ahead and mark it, and we're going to march towards the end of the show. Have a good night, ASB Bunny. We hope you feel better. Going to mark that. I just want to go ahead and thank everyone who sent in their emails. I know sometimes things, I think most of the stories tonight were pretty fucking funny. But sometimes they can get serious, and we really appreciate people that trust us enough to be the custodian of their stories. So if you feel like you have something you would like to share and you want it shared on the show, you can email storytime@scaryish.com or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can go to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/scaryish podcast. Our Twitter is @scaryish_pod, and our Instagram is @scaryish podcast. If you would like to reach out to us, we would love to hear from you. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/scaryish podcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free episodes. Can't really go wrong with ad-free.
Ad-free's the way to be.
You can also go to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/scaryish podcast. Those are one-time donations if you're not into the monthly recurring thing. And yeah, all your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup, kind of keep us going, keep us creating content,
paying off those hosting fees. It's kind of scary.
One day they'll help with paying off them student loans.
Who knows? When they hit the bank account, I'm always like a little nervous, and then I'm like, we get donations, we're gonna be okay. And that's because of folks like you to take that weight off of our shoulders, and we sincerely appreciate it. So thank you so much for listening, and I think it's just about everything that we have for this episode of Storytime, which was Storytime number 169.
Nice.
And I forgot to make a sex joke again. Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.